Hello. Hello, please. Morning. Happy to be back and streaming, doing game dev after, how long has it been? Like 4 days, 4 or 5 days since I've streamed, so been busy, just a little busy. Yeah, let's get to it. Let's do some game dev. I've still been slowly cracking away at the building system refactor. Slowly but surely. I do have things somewhat working. Everything's somewhat, so I can move this around. It can check its build status. It's snapping correctly, but things do not socket together correctly. And I was working on it. The last thing I was working on was like the actual construction. Okay, yeah. So we still have some issues. It built the wrong one. Built the wrong one. I guess that's where we will start today. Okay, let's see. What are you saying to me? We just have this navigation bounds get value. Hello, sir. Ripro, welcome in. So this is just navigation data is invalid. Can I skip? I can. It did build navigation fine. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. It did build the wrong one, so that's what we need to look into now. It did build the wrong one. So that means it's vlogger time. And one of the last things I did last night was actually get this wired up to work with the buildings properly, because buildings are now one actor, so it's a little bit more complicated. Okay, so let me pause here. Yeah, so basically every single foundation building is going to be in this panel. So it's going to be a little confusing. I should probably be logging... I should probably be logging the entity IDs in the building logs. Because otherwise you're not going to know which one it was for. I wish there was something... I wish I could add another column here. That would be really nice. Something to like sort by, you know, to where I could group them all by entity ID. I might take a peek at that real quick. Let me think. It would be, yeah, wherever this is called from. So this is where the engine internally calls it. And we get current entry. We get a visual log entry. Events, logline status, elements to draw, histogram samples, data blocks. I forgot there's a histogram in there too, which is interesting. Not using that for anything. What is a data block? Tag name and category. Tag name and category. Well, what do we use this for? Get entry to write internal. And then where are you? Get entry to write or flush threads entries. Probably just get entry to write. We'll go there first. Thread current entry, move to global current entry. Oh boy, this is where it's just gonna get like super abstracted. I would like to know where these are like rendered to. Yeah, maybe this is not the time to do this. Maybe this is not the time to do this. What is initialize entry? Nothing really, okay. Just look at the header file real quick. Let's look at some of these functions. tick. What is tick doing here? Okay, nothing crazy. Then we just got a bunch of members here. Okay, so there's not a whole lot going on. I'm gonna look at, let's do this. Last thing I'll check before we just get back to work here. Where are data blocks used from here? It's just the move to add data block, serialization, draw data. Now this is what, this is I think what I would have been looking for here. View EQS render. Oh, it's using the environment query system renderer. Okay, so data blocks seem to be the things that are showing up in the world by the context here. I'm not certain on that. But if it's using the EQS renderer, I know EQS does have similar drawings to the vlogger stuff. Get category. Now, get categories makes it seem like the answer is that doing the categories as well. Yes, the get categories gets the categories. Ah, yes. Yo, welcome in. Good morning. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and punt on this one. It's just not super important for now. It'd be nice to have. It'd be nice to have some additional vlogger functionality there, but not super important for the current task at hand. So we're building the wrong entity, so my entities are all fucked up somewhere. The first one we built, which I think, oh shit, I don't even remember which one I did. Hang on, I gotta reset this. Okay, so we're gonna go left to right. So 1, 2, okay, pause for a sec. So 730 is on the left, 330 is on the right. Oh, and I have 3. Okay, wait a second. Let me get rid of the placement. So scratch that. 330 is on the left, and then 479 on the right. And I should add let me add a vlog for when they get destroyed as well. ECS vlog, sure, I'll take that. Where's like remove? What is it? Finish remove? Thank you for the sub, my man. Welcome in. Finish building? Yeah. Finish building. I do have a log there. Oh no, that's I'm looking for remove building. Or what is it? It's remove, so it's complete. Remove. There we go. Yeah. Log this guy. And do that before we destroy the building instance. Probably we'll do that right there. Destroy building instance. I don't get name actually isn't relevant because that name will be the name in the vlogger. So all the logs where I actually do log get name, probably not needed. Okay, so let's just say destroy building LLD. Live coding there for whenever we need that. That'll be useful to have. Okay, so 330 left, 730 right. So we want 330. Okay, that built correctly. Now this one is not. Okay, pause. What are we doing here? start to construct building entity 479. Three, 304. Okay, so yeah, that one was correct. That did start building it. We went from 50. We went from 0 to 50, and then it built. I think it's supposed to go to 100. Okay, so we have something weird happening there. That might be in blueprints. Building base object. Where would I see you? Probably this, right? Current work amount changed. Oh, yeah, this is going to be wrong. Self is no longer going to work for that. Okay, so I'll keep that in mind. We'll fix that here in a second. I want to continue with this hoist. So that just like immediately builds because I guess 0 is greater than or equal to 0 if you guys didn't know that. And it builds. Remove the construction effect. Remove some tags. And then I guess this is where I started building the next one. 330 started constructing. And then let's look at the health here. Max health, 100 for max health. Health is still 0. It did go from 0 to 50. It did go from 0 to 100. Okay, so I think, yeah, I think that this listener might just be the issue. We might not even be getting past this, I'm wondering. But this for sure is not going to work. Get attribute for entity or something, right? Get entity attribute. We're going to do that. Max health. Get building entity. Elliot, good morning. Get building entity. Bye. And then on construction finished. Yeah. So this, let's move this out of here for now because it's not working. So I don't want to worry about if it's fucking other things up. Okay, now let's try that. Stevie, good morning. Good morning to you as well. Okay, now I want to reset this to make sure that. Okay, now nothing is happening. Now nothing is happening. Okay, interesting. Okay, set up building. Okay, wait, this guy just completed, didn't he? New value, or no? I guess that just like gets hit. New value 100. So this should be true now, right? Yeah, on construction finished. Finish building, finish place build. Yeah. Okay, that one worked. That one worked. Why didn't the other one work? Oh, and then... okay, so I need to spawn the destructible, the destruction guy in the right place. Viewers. Oh, wow. What are those? Thought I banned you for a second there, Stevie. Building colony. Complete remove. Where is my... There it is. Spawn actor. Yeah, we just spawn... I just spawn it. Oh, no, I don't. I get the component transform. Is that in world space? Get the current component to world transform. That means world space, right? Component, why? relative to the world. Why do you have to be so confusing? That's world space, right? That's gotta be, that means world space, I hope. You can ban me, it's fine. No, I can't. I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I'll just be picturing a very sad Stevie sitting on very blocky couches in a space station. We can't have that. Although, if this was relative, that would make sense. There is a get res, so yeah, that's gotta be fucking world space. Don't you come from my couches. Your couches look very nice, Stevie. I can export the model for if you want to use it in your game. Maybe, actually. Maybe. Yeah, how's the game going, Stevie? This is a side quest. I don't know that I care. Oh, this is grabbing it from the static mesh. That's why. Oh, I was an idiot. I need to get the instance transform. Although I do want the... I would want that as well? Or no? No, I don't think so. The transform. And this wants a pointer to a transform for some reason, which... Fine. Okay. Wait for that to build. Good, I'm working on a first asset pass, which has been a big learning curve, but it's already having a big impact on the feel of the game. Good for you. I'm excited for you. Building system rework. So either you're reworking your building system or you have fully committed to refactoring, where you are building a system for reworking, yes. Building the rework system. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, let's build the correct one. Yay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, this... Yeah, this maybe needs to be changed. Next game has to be in my engine, though. My drawing already promised. Elliot, you got to use, if you use JAI, I'll switch right now. I was seeing Jonathan Blow recompile his entire game in 2 seconds. And, like, editor and all. And I was just like, bro, that sounds so fucking nice. Like, I am so jealous of that. Rather than these, like, C++ compile times. So yeah, you use JAI, switch over to JAI for me, and then I will join you in a heartbeat. And I mentioned that in his chat when I saw it. I was like, bro, your compile times have me so jealous. And I was like, rather than my 5-minute Unreal Engine compile times. And he's like, I've been on an Unreal Engine project where it was a 45-minute compile time every time. And I was like, bro, that sounds awful. You can get C++ to compile that fast if you don't use much of the standard library. I don't think... I mean, with C++, you just have to be so fucking careful about your includes. You have to think really, really hard about that, you know? And like what references what, you know? And with Unreal Engine, you just have the whole editor. So with Unreal Engine, it's like impossible. But yeah, sure, maybe like a raw C++, it would be way better. But from what I was listening to some talks that he did, some things on YouTube, and it sounds like he's of course talking at a level that I don't understand when it comes to programming languages, but what he used to make it that, like he used a technique to make it that fast that C++ doesn't have, so. Compiles in maybe half a second. Next time he's live, I'll link you him. I don't know if I need a half second, man. You know what I mean? Like, 2 seconds. Dude, I would be happy with, you know, 30 seconds. A minute. I would be happy with that. Anyways. Getting these buildings constructed correctly. It seems my listeners are not being set up properly. Is it Jai or is it Jai? I have no idea what to call it. Let me think about what I want to do for this. So this is on the building actor, which is now just like a parent to all of the instant static mesh buildings. And I'm doing that so I can do this guy. I think maybe I switch this over to C++. Okay, I'm just gonna delete that. Just not worry about multiplayer at the moment. Yeah, we're ticking this. It doesn't even fucking matter anymore. Update resources. Yeah, I do need something to like, rework the widgets, the building widgets. Yeah, I think maybe switching this into C++ would be beneficial so that I don't have to... I do need to like, I need to end this, otherwise it's sticking around forever, which is not good. But I mean, honestly, this should be fine. If I just ended this, let me... well, I can't promote it to a local variable each time, otherwise it'll overwrite the previous one. I would need an array. Let's just do it in C++. It'll be easier. Just do it in C++. This is going to be on setup building. Yeah, that one. Okay, so if is building built. If that's not true, or rather I need if you building utils. I don't care if it's in placement mode. I want to know if it's a blueprint. And I will need a list of delegates. And these delegates need to be what now? Listener. Like normal, I send you stuff to derail you and waste your time to distract you. Perfect, perfect. I have been missing that. You've sent me on some good paths as well, though. On effect applied, execute. I think we want execute. Forget though. Wait, don't I have functions here? Let me, I forgot what I did for this node here. Hello, please. Yeah, wait for entity attribute change. Which is a new object, yada yada yada. Activate attribute change handlers. Is that what I grabbed? No, it's not. No, it is not. No, it is not. Yeah, then that. Give me that. This is going to be a building base on work amount change. On... Wait, what the heck? Handler. Oh, it's, I need an... Oh, this is the object I need to save. Do I, though? On attribute changed, ID... Well, no, I just need to, like, add it in there. Okay, handlers. Add... Can I add get ref? Oh, I have an add function here. Handler dot on attribute changed. And then this would be... Yes, good, good. On work amount change, very good. Remembering how to use delegates. Yeah, and yeah, right. Then the attribute is health. Okay, so I need to clean these up as well. I'm thinking the add needs to... I also do the ID next to... Oh yeah, so it just removes by ID. So I need to like save this handler. This handler is what I need to put in the list. F attribute change handler. Going to be work amount handlers. Change handlers. Then I will just add get ref there. Make it a bit prettier. Okay. So on work amount change, I basically just need to grab the max health. So attribute, I'll say max health. Max health, attribute utils, get attribute, building. Oh, I need to put the building entity in here. Right, yeah. Building entity. So that'll be like the first. I always forget how to like, you can pass additional parameters into like the delegate function, but I always forget how to do it. Okay, building entity. So let's presume yeah, well, it was on construction finished, which I do want to call back to. I do want to call back to blueprints for that. Let's make a U function blueprint native event. Void on construction finished. Yeah, we do want the entity passed in there. So we are going to call on construction finished with building entity. And then in here, I think finished building is what we do. Finish building and then finish place build. Okay, so those two things are going to be in C++, and we'll just make sure to call the parent there when we implement that. Okay, so now I gotta like wire this up in here, up in here, up in here. Can I just do like this? I forgot what it was. Sorry, I'm late today. Ooh, and I expected more from you. I'm kidding. Welcome in. It's okay. It's okay. Don't dock my pay. Yeah, your pay of 0 is gonna go even lower. You actually owe me money now. That would be funny. What is the fucking way to do this? I forgot. You can do this. It's possible. All right, this is I'm gonna use AI. I'm doing it. I'm selling my soul. Okay, quick and easy. How to pass additional params into work amount change delegates function. The additional entity param. Here we go. Glorified Google search. Okay, let's see if the Google search is faster. Oh, okay, no, we got it back. I don't think you can for dynamic delegates. Oh, really? Well, shit. What did it do here? It was just add dynamic doesn't support passing additional parameters directly. Or the entity in the handler struct. Or use a lambda with a captured entity. I'll probably do that. That seems fine. Yeah, let's do lambda. Okay, stop. Just I don't want anything that you just gave me. Go away. Yeah, let's just we'll do a lambda. That seems like the cleanest solution. Also, change entity into building entity, which I canceled for some reason. I don't know why my brain did that. Building entity, so let's copy these params. Okay, we happy about this? No, we're not. Wait, can you, did the AI lie to me? Can you not even use lambdas here? Do I even needed this? No, I don't. Okay, that was the issue. I think. Although now it's getting mad at me for other reasons. Okay, let me see. Does this exist anywhere in the engine? No, it doesn't. Is there anywhere where a lambda is used for one of these? I don't think so. I was lied to. I was lied to. Okay. It is a dynamic multicast delegate. Does it need to be? I think it does. I am pretty sure I did that for a reason. It's because of this, right? Yeah, it's because of this. On attribute changed. Yeah. I'd have to make like a wrapper delegate. Oh my god, I hate this so much. Yeah, so I did want this to be usable for blueprints, so I did want the dynamic one. You could use one and then make a KT node for BP. I have that. That's what I have. I wanted to use it in C++. That's what this guy is. Dynamic delegates suck. Yeah, I didn't realize. I could just make a wrapper delegate, which is kind of annoying, but we'll just do that. Declare delegates. It would be 4 params. F on work amount changed. Thanks for all the comments. I didn't want those. Didn't want those, but thank you. Okay. Okay, so this is what is going to go in here now. Work about change handlers. And we're going to do a shit. Now I need, we still need to store the handler, but that can just be like captured in as well. Fuck it, make it 5 params, put the fucking handler in there too. Okay, so back to add dynamic with this and some function. We do need that on work amount change, but I also want, wait, can I even do this? I need like a wrapper class, not a, I need a wrapper U object, not a wrapper delegate. Unless I just added a lambda. So we would have the on work amount change. Yeah, I mean, I can't even do this. This doesn't even work. Doesn't even work. Yeah, I need an entire ass wrapper object. Oh, that's so annoying. I guess I could just make that a struct. then this would need the function on it. Then we need to call. Oh my god, this is so. Why is this so annoying? Because then now I need a reference to the actor as well. God, this would need so much shit. And I'm basically just recreating this thing. I'm basically just recreating my blueprint one. Oh my god, I hate it so fucking much. And the whole. Oh my god, this is so annoying. This is so fucking annoying. Am I sure that I need that to be a dynamic delegate? Am I sure? How come you don't want a regular delegate and use a K2 node in BP? I mean, I need a delegate to be exposed as the execution pens, right? Which is right here. I mean, I guess I could make a separate one for this one. This one, I could also just emit the entity on this one. That would be, actually, that's the easiest path forward. I didn't think about that. We're just gonna emit the entity here. Okay, yeah, this is good. This is good. We're gonna do this. But now everywhere that gets broadcast is gonna need to change. Cool. Get rid of that. Goodbye. Goodbye. Probably still need you. I mean, like you create a K2 async node. Yeah, I have that. I have that. It's right here. Okay, get rid of all this. Attribute change data. On attribute change. Okay, so we need to work map change handlers. Defaulted get ref. Make that a ref handler. Blah 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 boo blah blah boo. Okay, so yeah, now we're fine. Everything's dandy now. Everything's dandy now. All I needed to do was update that. But then a bunch of other places are going to break, so I'll just fix those whenever they pop up. But here, okay, now we're good. That was actually, I made that way more complicated than I needed to. You know, I just have such a, it's almost like I was just so conditioned to think that it was going to be pain and misery that I didn't think about the simple solution. Okay, that works. That's fine. This works. Okay, rebuild, question mark? Rebuild, yeah. There's gonna be some places that break. Yes. Okay, now, here's the question. Do I have the entity here? Do I have the entity here? That's the question. I mean, I should be able to forward it through here. Yeah, there's the entity. Yeah. I should probably change all of my listeners to do that. Probably. Because that is like, that's probably a common thing where it's like I subscribe, or not subscribe, but yeah, I like make those little blueprint nodes and then I don't know, you know, I do it for like a bunch of things. I don't know which entity is having the event. On change, okay. Okay. I was 5 months late at returning a book, and this evil library fined me $750. I am not the library appeals. I just would like to let you know that in case you were thinking that. I don't think that's true. I don't think any... I guess it's just your book. I would just keep the book at that point and not pay the fine. I would just keep the book and not pay the fine. Time to go to a different library. Yeah, that seems unreasonable. And like no one would ever pay that. Entity hides class member. Oh my god, I hate you so much. I hate you so much. Changed entity. I think the library would have a much easier time getting people to return books if there was a cap. Like, it doesn't make sense to charge more than the book is worth. But, you know, I haven't been to a library since I was a child, so I don't know. Maybe times are tough out there for libraries. Maybe they need to. That's how they make ends meet. Error. Oh, ooh, I should change that. Yeah, I should change. Okay, so we're not going to do that by ref anymore. Yeah, that's a good point. Good comms. Good comms, blueprint compiler. Good comms, where the hell were you at? Attribute change handlers. Is that all I need to do? There's one more thing, right? I gotta change this guy. Fit it all in one line? No, I can't. Okay, now rebuild. See, if this was Jai, I'd already be in game now. My god, my game would be finished if I started with Jai. Although I would have to build my entire own game engine, and only absolute mad lad maniacs do that. I don't think I've quite joined those ranks yet. So now we just wait. I should have gone and that would have been a good coffee break time, but we're almost done now. I'll wait for the next one. I would like it if people were to stop looking at my LinkedIn profile, because I swear I've turned off that notification like a dozen fucking times, and I still get it all the goddamn time. Okay. Refresh. Okay, we are good. Wait. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I renamed it. God forbid renaming a Parami boy. Yes, so we want to just delete that for now, and then we'll go on construction finished. There we go. Call the parent as well. Very important. And then those two no longer need to happen. Just go here, which doesn't work, but for posterity, we will do that. This no longer needs to happen. Cache original materials. I don't know that I need to do this anymore. I don't know that I need to do that anymore. But again, for posterity, until I know for certain, I'm gonna keep doing it. Now, on resources applied. I suppose that's, yeah, because we're just updating widgets there, so that one can stay in blueprints, that's fine. On construction finished, yeah, this whole function can be deleted now. On current work amount changed. Oh, I also need to, I never removed, hello? Okay. I never removed from the list of delegates here. Never did that. So yeah, when this happens, if construction is finished, I guess I don't have the handler itself in here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I need a map now. It needs to be a T map. Of entity, work amount, changed handlers. Remove building entity. Yeah. Do that at the end, that's fine. Okay, so now add defaulted get ref is now add building entity. Is there an add defaulted get ref on no, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Does that returns a ref though? It does. Okay, so that just kind of automatically does. Okay, so yeah, there is. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Okay. So should we dare I rebuild again? Or we could test this out real quick first, see if we need to change anything. All of you I don't care about. Okay. Boom. Boom. Okay, terrible, bad sign. Bad sign, okay. Okay, what do we got here? It is the, I am seeing the attributes get changed here. Constructing building 576, which is not, it's not one of the entities, goddammit. Why are you building an entity that's not a building, silly? That is, I'm logging the wrong thing, I think. It's probably my fault. Yeah, that doesn't make sense, does it? That doesn't make sense, does it? Swap those. Okay, so I am lacking some information. But I guess I can figure it out by looking at the attribute data here. So it's not 3.3. It's not 3.2 either. I think. Okay. It's neither of them. It's not. Okay, I gotta rebuild so I can actually see the entity IDs properly. Okay. Not sure what I did, but we're building things that aren't buildings apparently. Apparently. Okay, what's the damage here? Okay, this is coffee time. This is more coffee time. So BRB. for your patience. We can continue the meeting. Rest assured, I will always circle back. There was a really funny tweet I saw after the new year, and it was, oh god, everyone's circling back. If you've worked in a corporate world, you know the pain. If you know, you know. Okay, let's see if this works. Well, it's not going to. I needed some more information, so should have that now. I wish I didn't know. I know. Me too. Me too. Welcome, Intracode. Okay, pause. Let's put a pin in this and we can circle back later after we work on our deliverables. Well, we're going to need someone to take an action item for that in next week's sync. And then we can discuss the verticals. Cooley knows. Cooley knows the pain. It's so funny, like, when I'm in my, I got a group chat with my, like, high school buddies, right? And, like, every once in a while, we'll just, like, start talking like that, because, like, half of us work in, like, a corporate fucking world, you know? And it gets so memey and painful in, like, the best way. Okay. Make it stop. Make sure you add those details to the story. Yeah, if we could just get a champion on that story to flesh out the details, that'll be great. Entity 0 constructing. That's me. Okay. Constructing building 175. 175, what would you say you do here? Okay, so I am seeing the health attribute change. It is not being updated here, though. It is not being updated here, though. What fucking fucko is this on? I wonder if that building entity is no bueno. I'm not even getting... Oh, we're not even hitting this. Okay. Okay. I accept that feedback. I accept that feedback. Find a way to move forward. Yeah, let's do this. Let's restart this. Okay, so we're building an entity. Do I have, is this valid? It is. 177. We, however, skipped the entire thing. Right, because it's a placement object. It's a placement object. Okay, so now we have an entity. We should be continuing here. We have continued. Work amount change handlers. You have an entity. 733. 733. Beautiful. Oh, attribute is... No, attribute is health. That's right. Attribute is health. That's correct. Okay, so all that looks good. All that looks good. Why am I not getting here then? Huh? Huh? Let me just see... Let me see if this works for just one. It does. Okay. And that entity, that's the right entity. Okay, so for some reason 2 fucks it up. Did that get built? No, we're just continuously changing it to 150 and Unreal Engine just stopped responding. Jonathan Blow, save me. I would love to say a prayer to Jonathan Blow over Tim Sweeney, I'll be honest with you. Dude, for real, what is happening here? What are we doing? Tim Sweeney heard the JAI talk. He's like, Marcus, welcome in. Welcome into you too as well, Cooley. Unreal stopped responding. Average day. Yep. Average day. Is it unresponding or is my cursor just... Oh, my cursor was just hidden. Okay, maybe that was Windows. Maybe that was Windows. Okay. 3.3. Okay, so your attribute data isn't actually updating. But that something is. There is a health value that is changing somehow. Somewhere. Why? Execute attribute change. Listeners, what entity is this? That should be the right, yeah, that's the right entity. Post attribute change. Right, that's the overridden one. Am I not? I wonder if I'm not logging the data correctly. Oh, I'm iterating over every building. I mean, this should be getting the right data. This works for everything else, so I don't know why it wouldn't be working here. Also, don't want to be doing that. I'll have to change that. I'll have to circle back. I have to circle back next sync. OKRs and key metrics. Okay, so what the fuck's going on here? What is... It's something to do with how my building is set up. It's gotta be. It works for everything. The attributes, listeners and stuff work for everything else. They work for everything else. Now... Wait a second. Go back here. Did that stop getting hit? I think that did, right? I got hit at first, though. It got hit at first, right? Is it set to trigger only once? Is that true by default? Maybe that's the issue. Forgot that was a thing. I knew it.
I knew it. I knew it. That Mulan was a troublemaker from the start.
Yes. I knew it all along. That was the first thing I said. Easy. Easy. Okay. Reset everything. Do you know any resource about how to configure UE to have the same scrutiny when building than it does when Fab compiles? I hate that my plugin is working on my machine, but then I submit to Fab and have to wait 4 to 16 hours to get an error log. I have zero idea about any of that. I have zero idea about any Fab or plugin related things, honestly. Sorry, I can't. Maybe someone else in chat has done that before. Okay, this is 100% going to work. Yes. The compilation is much more stricter. I mean, is it just a packaged build? Is it any different than that? Okay. Yay, it built the right one. Yay, it built the right one again. No. Okay. Let's just try to build some more. Yay. Okay. And it has collision. And oh, it's still getting the interesting. Does it still have collision when it's destroyed? I was still getting the hit trace there for a moment. Yeah, I'm still like, what am I hitting right now? The Alt C. There is collision right here. There is a building at 0, 0. Okay. Yeah, we need to change that, don't we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. That would be the build collision, if I'm not mistaken. Right? That's yeah, I have no idea. Do they have any documentation on it? I mean, I know what the answer is probably going to be, but no documentation. Yeah. As I feared. So what was that collision, huh? Was it just the static mesh component itself, perhaps? Now, do the support checkers have collision on them as well? Could be turned off. Yeah, they're set to overlap. Static mesh is set to ignore. It is collision enabled. Okay, so we just need to set collision disabled on it. Okay. Probably should do the same for the support checkers until they're needed as well. I mean, honestly, we should... no, this is good. Set collision enabled, no collision. And then we don't even need the ignore. So that should have no collision ever. And then I have an update collision. Support checker set collision response to all channels. Let's also set collision enabled. Ignore no collision. And then there is a point where I need these. It's going to be right here. Physics only. Query and physics. Probe. Not be used for spatial queries. Useful when you want to detect potential physics interactions and pass contact data to hit callbacks, but don't want to physically react to these contacts. I think that sounds pretty close to what I want. What is query? For spatial queries, cannot be used for simulation, rigid body constraints. Useful for character movement and things that do not need physical simulation, performance. I mean, I want overlaps. That's what I want. Is that query? Or is that probe? Is that physics? I don't think it's physics. I'm gonna guess it's query only. I'm gonna guess query is what I want there. Okay, so let's we'll update that. We'll make sure that collision gets out of town. Okay, that is that actor is still there. Oh no, that's a post-process volume. Never mind. Sir. Sir? You are set to collision enabled. I'm gonna guess a restart might fix that. We'll ignore that for now. Restart might fix that. But yeah, I think our construction is actually working swell. Nice and swell now. Ooh. Does that seem like really... That seems really, not correct. Seems like my camera is fucking massive. That's what it feels like. Also, what are these floating lines up here? What is that? Oh, is that skybox shit? What is that? I mean, it was collision of some sort. This camera collision seems very strange. I mean, on the ground it seems fine, I suppose. I mean, I guess, I don't know, does that, what is this character? It's an old mesh. I got some updated ones from my artist and animator. I just need to wire them all up. I just haven't gotten a chance to. That's what he's supposed to look like. or her. Although her animations are not correct. This guy's animations are correct. And the cloak is actually... Oh, I didn't notice that. The cloak is actually animating now as well. Whereas like for her, the cloak is just straight up and down. Rigid. I didn't notice that. Yeah, I just gotta do some work to get those wired up. Okay, so that's all looking dandy. That is all looking dandy. I suppose I need to handle snapping now is the next thing. Let me look at like wall. Wall is still being weird about the Get snap transform. Update placement building position. Yeah, so I guess I'm looking at like a... What am I looking at here? Let's rebuild that. Get snap transform and update placement building position. Okay, thank you for finally loading. I appreciate that, Tim Sweeney. Building component, we want update building placement position. And it was get snap transform, which I think do I call that? No, it's just here. Okay, so we will need to follow. So if it can be placed on landscape and I've hit the landscape, we should have been in those two. So if I get here, I should have the target entity, right? Let me make sure I'm setting that correctly. Update target actor. Yeah, that seems to be good. I'm wondering, like, I think this condition maybe didn't work properly. Like, I hit the landscape and it wasn't a landscape or something. Just to prevent this from crashing again, let's go if target entity isn't valid. We will return null pointer. And then let me do like a check here, right? Is it check? No, assert. What is the fucking... I just figured this out. I just figured out the one I want. What is it? Ensure. That's it. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I want to know if that happens. I want to know if that happens. I can do ensure message F as well. I don't know if that's necessary for this case. But that's good to keep in mind. I think I just want the breakpoint to happen so I can inspect things. Also, check snap maybe should have returned null here. And I think maybe the first thing to check is like I should be getting a hit on this guy. I don't think I am. What are you doing there? He's just a chill variable hanging out. He's just a chill guy, you know. He's just hanging out. Yeah, I'm just a chill variable hanging out, not causing any problems. Ah, well, carry on, carry on. Building placement trays. What am I hitting here? I am not getting an entity hit. Okay. The draw debug is also not work. Well, I gotta like rebuild. Okay, draw debug. Which is yeah, I'm going straight through the building. So what is the collision on the... What is the collision on that ISMC? It sucks because the placement building is going to need different collision settings than the blueprint building. So it's set to block on visibility and overlap on everything else. Collision is enabled. Object type is building. I feel like I should be getting a hit from that. I do have ignored actors set up with ignoring my player and the placement actor. The line trace doesn't seem to be hitting my blueprint actor either. That's where I draw the arrow, right? Yeah, let's dig deeper. Camera trace. Box trace multi by channel. Trace type query 1. That's visibility, right? I think that's visibility. Is this the right one? Yeah, building placement trace. Perfect. Trace type query 1. God, could they have named those better, please? I did get a collision hit. But it's on the landscape. I'm getting a hit on the landscape. What was it? Trace type query 1. Have ever used AI for coding? Yeah, I think everyone kind of has at this point. That should be. Can I just get a fucking list of what these are, please? No. Apparently that's too much to ask for. I'm pretty sure that's visibility. Because it's the first in the list. ECC visibility has been assigned to trace type query 1 in my... Oh, did I assign that? Did I do that? Where would I have done that at? It's because with most physics and backends, you can get a fixed number of layers you can use, so it's more efficient to make them all up front than just rename them on a per project basis. Yeah, but like they are specific to Unreal. Like I'm pretty sure that is the visibility trace channel. Right? I'm pretty sure. I don't... So like if they could name it that would be great. I closed that. I'm gonna assume that's correct. It works for other things. I'm gonna assume that's correct. Have you ever used AI in game development? I mean, I have autocompletes and stuff, yeah. I just forget where they are. Yeah, that's the issue. I don't know where they are either. There's ECC visibility. Yeah, but that's not the same thing. Like, I can't put ECC visibility in there because that's a collision channel, not a trace type query, which is different. But if I go here, I can see... I can... Yeah, there. I don't know. Maybe is that something that's set up in the editor? Maybe then. I'm gonna assume it's the collision on this thing that's incorrect. I would have thought, but I mean, I guess I'm looking at it right here, and it is set to block on visibility. Of course, I can't fucking click on it because it's like translucent or whatever. Do I need multi-body overlap on? I mean, I have it on. When you get stuck on something, how do you usually solve it? I just work through the problem, usually. It's kind of different for every problem. Get rid of all these. Okay, so yeah, that is not returning a building hit, although my interaction trace does. Oh, hang on, let's do this. Yeah, so this one is. Let me put that breakpoint back here then. This one's getting a hit. It's using the same fucking functions too. Am I ignoring? I think I might be ignoring the wrong entity. Ignored actors. I am ignoring the placement building actor. I'm also ignoring areas. All of the areas. I feel like getting stuck is how you actually practice developing. Troubleshooting problems and debugging is the best skill. That would be very hard to disagree with. I think you're quite right there, Stevie. No, welcome in. I guess maybe let me look at the... I will manually inspect. I will manually inspect the ignored actors here. Oh, hang on, that is a problem. I'm ignoring the yeah, no, that is the problem right there. That's the problem. Found it. I should not have put the actor in there.
I shouldn't have said that.
I should
not have said that. Or you shouldn't have said that.
Because this actor has both in there. Shit. Okay. Oh, this instant static mesh building stuff is. Am I gonna need a third? Am I going to need a third ISMC? One for the placement building. But then I won't have ignored actors. Okay, let's stop here. Disconnect that for a moment. But now the placement actor is going to fuck itself up somehow. Yeah, because now I can't. Yeah, it's like it can only go where it's not. I can see the hit. It's not reacting properly, but I can't see it there. Then we got there. Okay, so yeah, that was the issue. That was the issue. What do I want to do about this? I could spawn the placement building as an entirely different actor. There's only ever going to be one per player, right? So that would make it easy to ignore. I think the easier way is to just leave it working as is, and then filter it out once we get it past here. Building placement trace, maybe. Yeah, maybe I just I think maybe filtering here is probably the easiest way to do it. So we'll do this. I will need to actually iterate through the hits. Hit. And so if we get here, I need to check if this hit.targetable.entity, I need to check if you building utils is building placement mode. Rather, if it's not, we can do that. Yeah, the first one that is not a placement building. There we go. Ignore the building currently trying to be placed. Have you played Hytale, or have you watched gameplay of it? I have watched gameplay of it. Next question. Looks fun. But I think I'll wait for it to get a little bit more, leave it a little bit more time in the oven before I play. Okay, let's see. How does this look now? Okay, we have our placement back properly. Although now we're like flickering. We're flickering to hell right now. Why is that? Super fun if you're into that style of game, but yeah, it could benefit from more development. Yeah, I just don't have time anymore to be playing all sorts of games all the time, unfortunately. So, like, yeah, I used to play games in early access, but now I'm kind of like getting to the point where it's like I just gotta wait for the game to come fully out. Otherwise, it's like I'll play it either in early access or not, or when it's finished, and not both. with just the amount of time that I have, unfortunately. I mean, why is this happening, huh? So, let me look here. Yeah, so I do get falls here. I did hit an entity. Yeah, so I did hit the... Oh, because it was block. Right. That's why. So then it set it at the end of the trace. Okay, so I do need that ignored. I do need that ignored, ignored actors thing. Shit. Let me think here. Box trace multi. I mean, would changing it to overlap be changing the visibility trace to overlap? I did specifically set it visibility to block, so I think there is a reason. I'm pretty sure that I did that. I don't know that I feel like tweaking that. It'd be nice if there was an ignored instances instead of just ignored actors. Because that just straight up doesn't work for instant static mesh components. Alright, box trace multi. What would you say you do here? Show me actors to ignore. Configure collision param. Add ignored actors. Add ignored actor. Add ignored source object. Add ignored... Dude, like, every time you look at the source code, it's like the simplest, like, concept. Oh, I'm just adding a thing. Minimum 5 functions. Minimum 5 functions to follow before you get to, like, the root. Actors to exclude. Yeah, it's all just actor base. I was hoping that at some point there would be something else I could hook into. There is ignored components here, but that also doesn't help me. I would need like ignored items or ignored instances or something like that. Okay, so I need to get more clever. So my options are either I can fiddle around with the collision settings for the visibility channel. I can try overlaps, right, so that I could properly get all of them, because I think the blocking hit prevents. And I'm pretty sure like with overlaps it returns them in order, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I might check that out. We'll just see. I think I can probably just change that immediately. Sorry for the rave. We'll look away for a second here. Static mesh widget. No, we want the instant static mesh component. So change that to overlap. I mean, that seems like it's working fine. I can still interact with it. You should have, there should be another, there it is. We'll set to over, okay, so maybe overlap is fine. Let me change that in C++ then. Yeah, you can see I very explicitly set visibility to block here. Start from scratch here. Oh, and also I wanted to check, did that little collision box go away? It did. However, these guys, did you guys go away? Click. Sorry, you gotta have like hands of a surgeon to click on this thing. Okay, it's still set to, that's a static mesh, never mind. Port checker. It is query only. So those didn't get set properly. Okay. I think this is fine, actually. Okay, so I'm glad I looked back into that. I was wrong about it needing to be perfect. Okay, but I am getting the hit now on the building foundation, and we're seeing a new attached socket. Okay, so we're getting, this is where it gets a little complicated. The socketing logic is not my favorite. So we're getting that trace hit result. We should be getting snap transform, I believe. Yes. Let's go here. Requires support checker support is false. So yeah, attach building to target actor. We do have a foundation socket. We do have that. Our location does not look correct. Well, let's dig into the get snap transform. Closest socket is foundation socket 4. Now, the shitty thing about debugging this as instant static meshes now is that I can't really see the sockets that well. I have to imagine where they would be if they were on this object, because they're like relative now. Foundation socket 4. 4 and 6. Yeah, they could slot either way, and that's on like the east side. Okay, so that, I mean, that socket seems like it would work. Oh, here, what is the transform? I'm getting the component transform. Yeah, so this is the issue here. Okay, so this is going to be the component world transform, which will be based around 0, 0. So I really just want to get the relative transform and then add it onto the instance transform, or compose it, right? I would want to compose it. Processor chaos. First time chatter. Processor chaos, sorry. The colonists had plastic surgery since the last time I was here. Yes, I have gotten some models back from some commissioned artists. And they're looking nice. They're kind of all placeholder, or not placeholder, but I haven't. I got new ones, and I've been tinkering with the animation systems and modular equipment systems and stuff like that. So they're in a state of disarray, but like that's probably the best looking one at the moment. And then for the colors, you can look at this. Although that's she's not animated properly. But welcome in. Now we're getting socket 2. Let me draw debug on this transform. Let me do that. Should I do that? Oh, I wonder if I'm using the attach socket. An owner, okay. I was wondering if I was using the attach sockets. What are you doing? You're not even doing anything. Attach socket to attach point. Oh, right. This used to actually, like, that used to be non-const. Attach socket to attach point. Does this doesn't actually move the... I need to, like, set transform maybe here? I'm not sure if I'm actually updating the position. No, still that didn't it still didn't do anything. Okay, but let's see. Let's do this. Let's just draw debug, or debug draw, what? Draw debug. We'll just do box. Location, extent. I don't know that I care too much about extent at the moment. Let's do like pink. Duration, 1 second. Where is my pink? Oh, it has an extent of 0. Okay, let's actually do what, like 100 maybe? Is it possible to use Rust in Unity? I don't know. I'm not using Rust, nor am I using Unity. I imagine a Google search will get you the information you need, though.
Let me think about this.
Okay, so changing the transform here to this thing. Didn't seem to change anything. Hit snap transform. Find best attach point for target. Let me. I'm gonna draw debug the snap transform too. This is gonna get messy. Okay, so line color, make that cyan. Location. Rotation, we can do extent of slightly different from the other one, so I can actually see it. Duration, we'll do 1 second again. I think that runs every frame, so maybe I didn't need a duration there. Okay. So that is returning the transform of the socket. Well, yeah, this is a snocket, so yeah. Maybe you just make this like 50. I guess that can just be a circle too. But anyways, it serves this purpose. Okay, so we are getting the right snocket there. We're getting the right snocket. Get correct hit location. We're not getting there. We're just going straight into attach building to actor. So find best attach point for target is the culprit, I believe. Dude, this is not going to work at all. I tried to update that, so... let me think. This building's applicable. We're definitely getting the list of sockets, so that's not a problem. This function's probably, yeah, this function's probably the issue. Oh my god, I remember how much pain this caused me as well. This caused me a lot of pain to write this initially. Prefer spots that are okay. Let's see. Am I hitting this? So are we just returning the first one? Socket 1. Yeah, we're just returning the first one. As invalid collision. I don't believe you that it has invalid collision. Maybe invalid collision isn't working either. Also, what is that one's not supposed to be returning at all. Is that 0, 0? That is 0, 0. Oh, I'm hitting something. Okay, yeah, 0. There's still some collision stuff at 0, 0. Okay, I think maybe the composition isn't working properly, so it gets moved over there. And then I confirmed that the get snap transform, yeah, the get snap transform did seem to be in the right location. Actually, let me look here. It's returning the first one. Cyan is the snap transform. Yeah, get snap transform. It is the cyan one. Okay, so that's only returning the same one every time. Get nearest socket. I don't think this is properly taken into account. Hit location. Yeah, we're adding hit location. To location. Thank you for the follow, my man. Appreciate you. This is not properly composing the relative to world transform or location here. I need to pass in the building transform. This building type, no longer need that either. Get near a socket. Const F transform. Building transform. Update that. This can just be the building type on. Oh no, that I need the other. That's the for building. Yeah, no, I do need that. Hang on. I was wrong. I was wrong. This building type, I think, is the wrong one as well. It should be... Wait, am I calling this... Wait, which building am I calling it? Oh, this is a static function. Target building. For this build, yeah, no, okay, this is right. This is right. We do want that for building type. Yeah, okay, so this is the target building transform, we'll call it. Target building transform. So I need to target building transform dot get location here. That's the proper. That should be the proper thing. Yeah, so like changing from actors for individual buildings to instance static mesh component instances for each building just means all of the socket like locations that I've set up in the editor, right? Like these are just like little scene components for like where two buildings should attach to each other. Like I can't treat those as like being in world space anymore because I only have them on like this root static mesh that is actually just set to invisible with no collision. So it doesn't actually like really exist in the game, but I just have this data on like relative socket location, so I have to like everywhere where I'm like checking collision, checking attachments, checking sockets, checking support, like I have to like change, like do all the relative math, which quite different from what I was doing before. So I have to like act like those sockets are in a different place than they actually are. Because like here is here like all these arrows are the individual sockets. Well, and I guess the static mesh, it would be nice if there's like a hidden in-game option, right? I can do that but still see it. But I mean, I set it in C++ anyway. Okay, so let's take a peek at this now. Okay, I am getting different sockets now. I'm getting different sockets now. Target entity is invalid. Yeah, so skip that. I need to know in blueprints when that's invalid. So we got here with an invalid target entity somehow. And check snap. Oh, I guess we just returned... Well, we should have returned false there. How the hell did we get here with an invalid target entity? I guess the actor must have been something else. Well, it would have returned false if it was a building. Huh. If it was a building, it should have returned. And target actor was valid. Interesting. I don't know if I have the ability to check if the entity is valid. Get target entity. I have like an is valid entity. Oh, I do. Okay, cool. Let's throw this right here. Target entity invalid. The noodles are getting aggressively disorganized. Okay, so the cyan blocks look better now, although I'm not getting this one over here. Don't know what's going on with that. Aha. It's... Why is this one? Why are you being weird, huh? Why are you being a little weirdo? He's trying to be like different and edgy and cool, and he's not. Look are you? Wait, hang on. Which socket is this? Give me a name. Foundation socket. It's always foundation socket 2. Oh wait, there's a list? Hang on. New attach socket. Okay. The first one. 3. 3 is the problem child. 3 is the redheaded stepchild. Okay. Building socket 3. What would you say you do here? I just fuck your shit up. That's what I do. Oh, okay. Yeah, I should still need to be doing this. Negative 200, negative 450. That doesn't seem like it's a based around 0 thing. Yeah, negative 450 on the Y. It makes it seem like Y is 0 for both, which I think makes sense based on the placements right now. So this does seem like it's getting like properly composed. Closest socket is socket 3. Socket 3, snocket 3. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. Let's do this here. I will draw debug the relative. We'll do a draw debug sphere here. Get world. 10, sure. There is no get world. What's the next parameter? Center, radius, segments, color. Fucking end segments. Color. FCPU time. Yeah, that's what I meant. Red. Okay. This is my jam. This is a good one. Okay, but I don't want get component location. Get relative location. Okay, come on. There we go. There we are. There we are. Interesting. It's going the wrong direction, it seems, then. Actually, it's not even aligned. Okay, so these 4 pillars are like the 0, 0 spot. So yeah, the relative location is good. Why the fuck is it ending up over there? Go home, socket 3. You're drunk. How long have you been programming, man? Oh boy. How long have I been attempting to put code, make code work? Or how long have I been getting paid for it? I've been programming since I was like 16. So that's 14 years now. I've been getting paid for it since I was 20. Well, you could argue a little bit before that as well. So, I've been getting paid for it for about 10 years. And I'm just logging. Does it, let's, I'm like 90% sure it is multiply. I'm like 90% sure we were supposed to be multiplying here. I forget if the order matters, and of course. Now I'm doing the does the order matter? I don't know. Well, I have the order separately in the other one, so we'll try that. I don't think the order should matter when it's just 2. When it's 3, I think it does matter, but we'll confirm that. What are some chat commands I can try in this game I'm playing that's in development? If you know about that kind of stuff. I have no idea what game you're playing, so I have no idea what. Maybe I don't. I think maybe I don't understand what you're asking. Oh my god, it does matter. The order does matter. Okay, and it seems like what's happening is maybe we are using we are socketing to the relative location there. Oh, we're so close. We're gonna. Okay, so order does matter when composing transforms, no matter how many there are. Okay, I'm gonna get in there. Stay in there. Yeah, so hitting my head usually makes me remember things better. Yeah. Makes me remember them more gooder. Okay, so the attach socket to attach point then. This is maybe the... This is maybe... Stranded Isle is the game. Yeah, I mean, how would I know what chat commands you should try in that game? How would I know that? I'm worried about the next generation, man. They never had a chance. I don't blame them. I blame their parents, which are my peers. Well, actually, no, it would have been like a generation before me. Buddy, I don't know that game. Like, I don't know why you would think I would have any information as to what you should try. You should just Google search, like... Here. try that. I don't even know, like the aisle, I assume is different from stranded aisle. Anyways, back on track. Attach socket to attach point. This is wrong. And let me, pink is, yeah. Okay, so pink is correct there. It's correctly being logged. Let me go here for a second. Socket rotation type is snap to socket rotation. Okay, so we're just setting the target rotation to the component target socket component rotation. Is that going to work? I think so, because that should still be relative. That should still be the correct relative. I didn't think you did know it. Being a programmer, I figured you'd know what a chat command is. I mean, I know what you mean when you say chat command, yeah. Ride Google and Gemini was asking a human programmer his ideas on whether he knows. Never mind, brother. Buddy, like, I don't think you understand what you're asking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I don't know what chat commands are in a game that I've never played. I can't give you information on that. Like, you should ask the people who know about that game. I'm sorry I can't help you more. Anyways, socket relative location. So I'm getting the world location here. This building, so I think both of these need to be relative. Although, yeah, let's try both of them being relative. I think the rotation is probably right. So I'm getting the relative location of two relative location sockets. Okay, that didn't seem to make any difference. Seemed to be the exact same thing. Now, oh, get actor location. Why would I think that this would be what I want? Set location. Oh yeah, this is entirely wrong. Why would I think that? Change those back to... I mean, I think get component location and get relative location would be the same things here, but that would be only if I'm spawning the actors at 0, every time, which I should be, but maybe let's not rely on that. So we have the socket relative location, and I need to subtract this from the instance location. That's what I need. Attach socket to attach point. I need the instance location here. Or I just change what the out transform means, which I think would just probably be more confusing. Yeah, I think that would just be. Okay, so attach socket to attach point. Which maybe, I think the name needs to be changed for that as well. Attach socket to attach point should really be like get attach point transform or something. This is attach socket to attach point. This is like get socket socketed transform. I think that's a core redirect for sure. Apparently socket-titted. Socket-titted. Socket-titty. I'm pretty sure the Socket-titty were an ancient indigenous people before the fall of Pompeii, or before the the culture that lived there. The Socket-titties were a very proud people. They were known to be nomadic in nature, and it's actually where we get the modern tomato is actually from the Socket-titty people. They popularized the cultivation practices that we use today. The Socket-titties. So yeah, if anyone ever asks about tomatoes, you're like, hey, Socket-titties. And is no one gonna call me out on this? I'm just like completely talking out of my ass right now. None of you're all like, yeah. I think I learned about that in history. Yeah, the Socket-titties. Yeah. Matthew, thank you for the sub over on YouTube. Appreciate that. I'm glad my Socket-titties have not turned you off. Yeah, I need the building instance transform get location, I think, here. Soccer titties. Yes, very good, very good. Okay, so the building instance transform, I think maybe I don't think we pass. I think we just pass in const f entity for building. I think we just pass in the building entity is probably the here. Woodworking Alex, welcome in. F transform. Yeah. There we go. Okay, that's good. Where's there red? There's red somewhere. Why can't I see it? Oh, there it is. It's socketed transform for this building. So yeah, we can just forward that, send it through. Okay, now we can rebuild. Hopefully this is all I need to make, rebuild. Hopefully this is all I need to make the socketing work, as it was. Now this is my favorite song on this list. Song of Storms. Okay, scooch all that over. I think we're good on the vlogger for now. You build it right. I need to wire this back up here. Dude, it was a core redirect. What do you mean, brother? What do you mean, brother? Oh, it's not, wait. Was this static before? Okay, it's still there. Look at this note. Look at this little note here. So cute. Just sitting there doing nothing. And I think that should do it. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. He just he's just getting yeeted off into the distance. Pioneers used to ride these babies for miles. He's just like, what just took off into the distance. Okay. Sick. Okay. Target actor. Interesting. What is my hit result here? Skip that for now. Okay, we're like updating the location too much or something. Let me not do that. Is this game playable now? No, maybe in another like 10 years or something. Okay, yeah, so we're not, that doesn't actually update anything, so we did need that, yeah. So this is just like, this is not a strict transform that we're passing in here. Is it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. It's like it just continuously gets farther and farther away. Then my kids will play it. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. I think this needs to change. Do I just... So I'm trying to take two sockets and change their instances to where the sockets are together. But the sockets could be on like any side, right? So I need rotation, I need location, but I can't just do the instance location because that's the center. That's not the socket location. This is where my brain fails a little bit here. And I think because these are relative now, the logic is changed. I'm wondering if I need to add the relative location of the socket to the building instance world location. That would give me where this, okay, so this is, let me write this out. So we have an F vector. I'll say socket world location. This is placement building socket world location is target socket get relative location, and we're going to add that on the building instance transform get location. Okay, so we have that. That would be, this is where the socket is in would be in world space. We have that. And so there is a target building socket as well. Oh, I did target that. See, that I was already wrong. Then I need F vector target building socket world location. I guess I don't have that. I guess I don't have that. Okay. So I guess I need like a 2 building here. All right, 2. Let me look at the git diff for a second here. What was it before? I didn't need to pass in all this extra information because the sockets were in world space. So yeah, I didn't have to like add them. Yeah, okay, this makes sense more. I'll look back at that later. But yeah, we need the 2 building. Or get socket to transform 4 building to, we'll call this 2 target building. That makes a bit more sense. And I think where I'm using that, I should have the target building. No? Yes, here we go. Here we go. And I call it the same thing here too. Wow. Wow, my brain. It's somewhat consistent. Amazing. Building instance transform. Let's also grab F transform. Target building transform. And I don't think I need to call that. This is just call this 4 building transform. Target building transform, which means we're just going to do the same thing here. Dot get location plus the target socket get relative location. Okay, so now we're back in business, baby. So now we can do what we were doing before, where we do this. Is that correct? And I need to rebuild here because I touched a header file. Okay, it's already running, so we will wait for whatever is happening right now to finish. I don't know, does anyone else get this? Where it's like you restart or rebuild, and then it's just like waiting for existing script to terminate. This happens every once in a while, and I just have to sit here and fucking wait. Like, okay, of course, the second I open Task Manager, it's like, okay, whoa, okay, you call the shots. I was like afraid I was gonna force end it. I could smell it. I smelled the fear from whatever service was preventing this from continuing. Every once in a while I get the same. Okay, glad I'm not the only one, so it's not my project. Welcome in, Adder. Just sits there and contemplates life, yeah. Hey, maybe I figured out a workaround. You just gotta threaten it a little bit. So just go to try and open your task manager, and then maybe it'll continue. Okay. Back to Sweeney Simulator 2026. Man, I feel like I'm in the zone, and I want to continue, but I do have to go to work soon, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate. Okay. That didn't save. Target entity. Okay, let's see if we got the right. Close. The rotation is not correct. It should be rotated. Oh my god, it's rotating both. Wait. What? Oh, it's rotating the actor. Oh, that's crazy. That's so silly. Okay, so that's fun. You can just rotate your entire fucking colony, you know? Okay, so we are close, but the rotation is not correct. Target socket, get component rotation. We are getting here, correct? Yeah. So we're just snapping to... but this needs to be relative, so I actually need to get the target building transform component rotation plus rotation is already relative, right? Maybe let's not add rotators together if we can avoid it. Well, I guess it needs a rotator anyway. Okay, never mind. Rotator, barely nowhere. And we'll wait. And we will wait. Bruh. Please? Thank you. You just have to say that's also a secret. Okay, my rotation's all messed up, so let's... okay. Thank you. Thank you. What is... I'm trying to place something? Oh, okay, there we... close. We're getting closer. These two work correctly. I'm wondering if the rotations are just not... Oh, I bet we're selecting the wrong one. Oh, you know what? I wonder if the invalid collision is never invalid. Is that what I needed the... Has invalid component collision. 732. Okay, so we are hitting the different one. We are hitting the different one. This building entity data. It's not ignored, no. Other build collision. Ah. Other building component. Oh, we're just using, right, we're right. We just fall back to the static meshes when they don't have build collision. Yeah, this check is gonna, yeah, we have to change this. So before, when they were all actors, I was relying on checking the overlaps. Jock, welcome in. But I can't do that anymore because the overlap list it doesn't do per instance, which kind of everything in Unreal Engine is turning out to not really support instance static mesh components very well. So I can't do these overlaps anymore. I literally have to do a box trace or something, which I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned with that because I do recursively check connected buildings or like socketed buildings. And before I was just relying on the overlap list, which is something that's just kept up to date by Unreal Engine's collision system. And so there was no like adverse performance of impacts there, really, other than just the recursive nature of the check. But now I literally do have to do some sort of collision trace for each of those. So it's not something that happens like all the time. It's only really when it needs to. But I'm concerned. I may need to. We'll see how bad that is. But I may need to maintain my own list and take up a little bit more memory to to keep like in memory the each building's connected buildings, which could be a lot, right? That could be a lot as well. It could be that that's too much memory for like all the buildings in the world. But yeah, the overlapping component. So I'll need to actually do the line trace here. This was going here. So I already have the overlapping building. So what was I doing here? Allow for some overlap. I'm actually surprised. Well, I guess for some of these, here, let's just do this. Let's just do this. Let's just see if this works. Because I would have already done the line traces to even get the initial list of buildings. I'm not sure why I was explicitly... Oh, it's because of the build collision, right? It used to be getting overlapping actors. And then the building collision was a different component that may have been a little bit smaller or larger. And so I would need to explicitly check that. Okay. Okay, let's also, like, I'm gonna write a little to-do for that, just so I remember that. Yeah, in here. So get overlapping buildings. To do, need to account for the previous build collision component. Potentially got my... Potentially being different than the mesh collision. Let's go ahead and rebuild. I was getting like kind of laggy there for a second. We'll see what this does. Maybe this will get it socketed correctly. Has anyone else ever built an open world building system where, like, you know, players can build anything anywhere as much as they want? You know, kind of, you know, like a Valheim or something. A system similar to that. But then, you know, multiplayer as well. Curious if I'm barking up the right tree or not. I'm not seems like a huge undertaking. Respect. There we go. It works. Although that one's wrong. But it kind of fixes itself. So it's only wrong. Like you click place. It doesn't like update because, oh, because the socket hasn't changed. That's why. Okay, our socketing is working. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's working. There's so many line traces though. Look at that. Look at that. We're back, baby. Oh, we are so back. Let's build all these bad. Let's make sure these all get built here. Ah, fuck. All right, let's see which one it builds now. Oh, it built the right one that time. We had a roughed-in house building system on Redfall, but it was just sockets in a room. Ah, yeah, that's the like the, I don't know what to call that, like the hello world of a building system, I suppose. Like where every object has like a predefined spot. So the first one I did built the wrong one. The rest of them, though, are fine. Well, I'm glad I got that working before I had to hop off. That's pretty satisfying. The ramp does not work very well. And I'll have to fix the rotation. That's just silly. That's just silly. Yeah, this is weird. The camera collision is weird. That seemed fine. How do I get that to happen again? What am I literally hitting like the little lips here? It seems like that's so sensitive. I feel like my camera is absolutely massive. And I hate that I can't draw the collision of the camera. Of course, the camera is controlled by ALS. Which I probably am gonna want to change that. That's not even in the right location. Huh. Okay. This is a good stopping point, though. Actually, pretty solid progress today, to be honest with you. My sounds don't work. We're not... Now, dude, getting some destructible buildings like that would be pretty sweet as well. That's such a stretch goal, though, you know? Whereas, like, just making them do that when they take enough damage and they all just fall apart, rather than, like, where they take damage from, is a lot easier. That's, like, the MVP. That's the hello world of destructible buildings right there. Oh, the rotation. Rotation was different for that guy. Yes, destroy it all. Okay. I gotta get going, though, guys. Thanks for joining me today. Appreciate it. Let's go find someone to send you guys off to. Okay, we got Boom, we got Zed, we got Crimson, who's just getting started. Warka, or Jevons Cherries. I'm leaning Crimson because I haven't rated Crimson in a while. Well, let's go small streamer. Let's go small streamer. I'll send you guys over to Jevons, who's working on card hand placement logic for Unreal Engine. I'm gonna send you guys over there. Have a good one, dude. You as well. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I should be on tomorrow, I think. Should be on tomorrow, unless I get busy. So, appreciate you guys. Appreciate y'all. Have a good day and happy game dev. Happy deving.